I'm gonna start just using my mic with everyone joining in. That way I don't have to keep typing to everyone. Oh, thank you. You say Inky the skeleton fox. And welcome if you're new. I've been trying to do this for a while. It's kind of mainly I don't have a lot of time to animate on this, so it's just taking so long to get this done. Okay, we're watching with data. You don't want to, yeah, if you're on the phone and watching a live stream, you don't want to watch too long, otherwise it uses up all your data. I notice there's extra keys on this that I'm deleting. It's what I'm doing right now is I'm deleting out all these keys that are just unneeded. They're not really serving a purpose. I pretty much, because I didn't like how badly this walk was going, so I went back to complete rough out his steps, because I was pretty much making him go into like a trot, and it just was looking weird with him walking kind of this type of speed, and then his legs they're basically like at this position. I gotta make it so I can grab that this was going like halfway, and actually no, this one was like halfway, and so he was like doing a trot, but not fast enough for what a dog or a quadruped would do at a trot like that. And by the way, just to let you guys know, I'm doing a restream, so there's someone in Picardo and then people on YouTube, so don't be confused if I'm like answering some random comment that you might not see. Pull the head unnaturally. I could make his head go extremely unnaturally long. Like that, turn him into a giraffe. Ooh. There is yeah, like his head bounces right here. There's some smoothing I still need to do of this that I don't know if you possibly notice. But yeah, there's a little head bounce right there that just looks weird, and his chest is doing weird stuff along here. But I'm so much more happy with where he's, like, it took so long to figure out, oh, his toes are going in the ground there too, to get those steps to be just right. He is balancing on 2 feet right there, but I think if he's moving quick enough, yeah, I think I have noticed that quads can like balance on 2 legs if they're moving. It's just like us when we're walking on 1 foot. Like there's a lot of moments that we're like on 1 foot, but we're not falling off balance because of our momentum and stuff. Yeah, live chat still works. Okay. Oh, structural on Picardo. Yeah. It's kind of funny that he may look so much like a dragon. I guess like people would call him a dragon because he looks like a dragon, being on Earth. Really, he's not a dragon at all from his planet. He's more of a very huge rodent essentially. He's basically he's basically like a rodent or like a squirrel of his planet. Just happens to be like far more larger than humans. Like I guess you get a kind of a scale on that left of him sleeping with his human. Oh, no problem. No problem if you say that you forgot. He certainly does look very like a the only big difference is he doesn't have wings. But there's dragons that don't have wings too, so yeah, in all visualness he is a dragon. Even kind of trying to make him move somewhat like a dragon, I think. Cause yeah, he even has like all the clawed feet and stuff like a dragon. Did try to make him pretty much look like a dragon. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Deleted out all this stuff just so I can. So now I can like grab all these keys. Oh, there is still a few that. This one here. Does that do anything? Nope. I went like earlier, like I grabbed all his keys. I must have forgot to grab the other locator ones aside from his whatever it's called. What does that do? Oh. So what I did is like I deleted out a lot of in-between keys of all around here and just keyed out each pose position of his feet stepping along, like each kind of half position, and I'm going to just work from there. This spot here I think was working pretty nicely, so that's why I left all those keys. Thank you. That is looking so nice. Looks like there's just one more key right there. Just making sure there we go. So now I'm going to put it in between right here. Should do one that's just trick I do just to figure out what's in between of that. Just do that. Key it like that. I gotta check. I probably not keying it. Yeah, I'm not keying in steps, Laney. I'll take care. Thanks for joining in for a little short time. But I can understand if you're using up data to watch a stream. We talk about Tycoon of by Ron. He's got a eye patch guy. They should be lifting up too at the same time. It's tricky to figure out, like, I just do that. And have his front toes kind of curl. Thumb doesn't need a curl at all. Pay attention though on like the timing. So I was thinking, check if I need to move any of these positions that his feet go on to. That looks weird on his back foot there. Probably should be like where it's lifting up or something. I wonder if I'm gonna do any game live streams today. Where I need my own little reference, my walk cycle. By the way, oh, it's buffering. I do wonder if, like, I did to set it higher broadcasting, or the max bit rate a little higher, which I I do wonder if that's what is causing. I notice that, like when I'm playing a game, that when I move the camera around quickly, it like pixelates everything, and I don't know how you really fix that. Let's see about how much of a spread do I want his feet. It looks like it could go a little farther, but his spine's not moving that quickly. Is he lowering this? Oh, it is a little lower. I do also wonder about having him just walk on his feet like this. Higher his head and neck a little. I never changed my name. You could, shouldn't it be, I think it's pretty easy to tell if you've subscribed or not. Or if you're just saying that you don't remember why you, I don't know. Well, hello, Spyra. Oh, okay. I don't like how tiny his front feet are doing steps. Like this should be much farther. Forward. Like this. That would fix his back leg, so that it doesn't look like stretches like that. I just wonder if this works for, yeah, because then that happens. That's too much of a jump in a way. I don't know. Maybe this is too hot. Too high. How we're running it, how things are. Oh. I'll take care, Spyra. things. Problems though right now. Oh, is this? Oh man, how? I kind of wish I could just grab your keys and just plop them in there, but nope, that's not gonna work. Because they're set for like over here, him pointing like that, so it's not gonna work. Grab your neck controls at the same time. Like every time. All sort of sliding happening there. I feel like it's having to do a reach, but he needs to stretch out his hands farther. And I just don't get how to do that. What comment that you think it was rude, Strikegoon? Let me see what. Do wonder if I just messed up his. Because him going forward is pretty good, and I don't want to have to change any of that. But I don't like where his feet are being plopped down. Just looking kind of weird. Like there, it's like he needs to move it forward. Like, I don't know. It's so confusing. Do something like that. Pretty much off time, which throws the whole thing off. And how did your body work again? Man, I feel like I'm struggling with now. How did I put that much of a reach on your front arms? It doesn't look like they want to work. Oh, you haven't gotten Minecraft? I have a side view at all? I don't think I do. Yeah, blocking. Hands look much smaller there. I think I changed his model on this before on this one. Okay. I don't like it. Feels like then his feet are kind of falling ahead of him. Pull that back. Maybe that's what it is. His feet have been a little too forward overall. Now I can pull that forward. Oh, nice. And hello. Lazy wolf. I guess you changed your name to Blue Onyx. Hello, Marshmallow Fudge. Yeah, it's really great to have a cat that just lies on your lap. Forward foot. I think I'm getting it better now. Oh, we got a little right there. Alright. It's somewhat hard to, which this is the angle I should be like working with, and worry on how it looks on this, even if it's off in some, his front foot, or his left foot's doing something weird. Look at that. Yeah. How long did it take me to be this good? Well, I graduated 5 years ago. And I guess, like, I got to work in a studio, like, one of the first years after college. Then, then done a little bit of work with someone else too. But then after that, like, for at least 2 or 3 years, haven't been able to do any work for animations, and just been doing any, like, little amount that I can. Past 2 years, I've been just doing a general normal job just to get money. I'll take care, Marshmallow Fudge. Are you gonna put a vote video on YouTube? You wanna... Are you gonna animate 3D? Blue Onyx. Yeah, I could certainly help with any pointers, like, which I guess, like, I could point out, like, here, because I didn't really make an announcement. I'm really not sure on, like, Patreon with, because at times I worry on, like, if I have the time to even do this stuff. But I did put up another reward once again on myself. I could bring it up here. But I made it so I pretty much, like, decreased it, like, a lot now. Like, this is probably, like, a super good offer, but I don't know how much time I'll do to go on it. But I made it so you can pay just $5, and I'll set up to do, like, a little private live stream. Only do it probably, like, once or so, like, each month, like, for several hours, because I don't know if I have time to do it, like, every week or something like that. But basically, I could do, like, any lesson stuff or so you guys want, if you join in that, is the plan of it. And I don't know when I want to get around, like, doing a big announcement or so, because I'm kind of not sure, I guess, in a way, of keeping it that way. And I want to fix that hand from going down in there. Basically, it needs to arc up a little higher or something. Just maybe go up a little higher. You know, lift it out of that. I just go all the way up like that, man. I don't know. Maybe instead of pulling that all up, do a little bit of that. Let's go like that. Back to auto. It seems to always look hard to do 3D animation, but you can get used to it. I feel like fixing up these keys and stuff. There. We should have still kind of like that. Take care. Nah, and straight Kyran, I don't need you to make a video of it. I'd probably just do something like simple, just get anyone that watches my YouTube to see it. Like do like a 10-second video of showing the text or something. Hello, Waffle Cat. Well, it's hard to be missing a lot of the streams when well, I guess in a way that could make it easier to miss. I haven't been live streaming for a while by now, but yeah, I've been working on this thing animation for a while because just haven't had time to get around on it. I'm also trying to do like other things, like I'm actually looking into figuring out how to put a character in a game engine. And it was and I just don't get why it's, I guess it kind of makes sense, like it's one of those things that you think it should just be so simple and just like, oh, just plop in the character. It's just not that simple. And it just gets so, I guess for me it just gets so frustrating to just not be able to, it took, like, it was like annoyingly hard to figure out how to just get the mesh inside the game. It's like, I just want to get the mesh of the character into the game. It's just like, it was so difficult to do that. And it's kind of looking like FBX of the mesh isn't going to simply work on like how I was wanting. Like I was expecting, like there's a way to bake out the mesh of the character, like just the mesh, and the thought I was going to have on doing in the game is just bake out the cycle animations into FBX and throw that in the game and not have to worry about this whole skeleton or all the bone skeleton things that you have to like import in the game and have it a specific way and this and that, because then that would involve me having to reanimate, like if I have to go to such an extreme to make the skeleton such a certain way, I would have to like reanimate a lot of animations of my characters and like well, and also animate them like, I don't know how hard of like using just FK joints and stuff would just be a nightmare. I haven't been able to animate in 5 days, or edit a video in a while. But yeah, welcome, Wolf and Cat. Really want to fix that head bobble. Weird head bobble. Why do you do that? If you look up. Then you put it like that. Yeah, see, that's weird. It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. I just keyed step. That's why I was doing that. This that's keying the, yeah, let's bring that down a little like that. Why do you do that? It's so weird. I want it like that then? Yeah, that's a little better smoothness. The other trouble that I deal with when he turns to the side like this, I have all sorts of gimbal problems going on. All his rotations, two axes go right on top of each other. So I have like really not an axis to do this. So what happens when I really turn that or so, all the rotation, like pretty much everything rotates to just get it so it's that position. Which is a big problem that I'm having with his chest, that I'm having to like key one frame at a time, because his rotations get all over the place. Did manage to kind of smooth it, but it's both X and Z are rotating in such awkward spots because they're on top of each other. X and Z is right like that. Local allows me to just rotate like on that, but really what's going on is both X and Z are doing extreme changes or so once you do that. I'm killing that. I'm wanting to do more extreme than what you can do in Gary's mod. I'm talking about like getting a character in a game engine and going full on customizing not just the animation cycles, but like the movement of the character, like what button does what. I pretty much want to make a character that can move extremely fast, and your attack melee button, you attack as fast as you can click the melee button, pretty much. Pretty much, like, I want the feel that you see, like, of an anime character doing a big action fight thing or so, and feel like you could just control that, essentially. If you ever played, like, Super Smash Brothers, I pretty much want it in like that, with in a 3D environment type thing, not just a 2D side platform. But I'm figuring out, I think I want to try to why I'm doing this right now is I'm trying to be nice to get this done before I spend all that time trying to work on a game engine. Hello, Cookies. Time animates. Interesting name. What are you saying? Raccoon OC kicking guy, then tree smashes enemy. Looks like this is doing an extreme change. What's your... It's a trend like going up. Which actually I think that works. So he's pushing up on his leg there. This needs to lift up. And this is where it gets like... Because for a walk cycle, there is a good kind of offset from being like exact halfway and then that exactly planted on both. Found that they, which one time like going outside, like when I did a run, I pretty much tried to look at anyone like walking a dog on like how the dogs are walking. Like I noticed one dog was kind of walking like this in like a somewhat quick step or so, like, and it almost looked like both his feet on one side like lifted up like nearly the same time like that. Like it almost, yeah, it pretty much looked like about like that. So, yeah, they aren't like exact halves either. Like there's like an offset, but it's not like exact half of like this planted and that's like halfway going through its step. Is that like a, is that link a, what's it called, a reference or so? Oh yeah, I kicked the guy into a falling tree. That's what that animation was. Gotta check something. I am probably gonna leave pretty soon though, because I'm gonna try to catch something that happens at a certain time. Which I think happens in like another hour, so still have some time. I wonder if come here. I wonder if I want to move some of these keys, like move both of these over like this. And this is why like I blocked out. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Because now I could easily change timings on things. And that's why I need, like, because before I didn't put enough. I pretty much like kept them like this and then just threw them on auto, and I don't know why I just thought that was like a good idea to work from there. So yeah, now it's basically like how when I was like creating the walk cycle of this guy, is now I need to make, so these were like all the step keys I did of his walk cycle before I started even polishing. Oh, the striking, you talking about what happened to this scrawny guy, the kind of human character that my raccoon was fighting. The whole reason actually I used that rig is during that month that was actually for 11-second club, and they did like a little special challenge is to use that character with those sounds, and if you, I forget like what you want, you like actually won something if you got like the top using that rig or something. And of course, sadly, I didn't get all the way to the top because I'm, as much as you can see, like if you really look at like all those like animators through the month, like I can't say that I'm the best animator because there's a whole lot of other people that get above me apparently. Though sometimes you kind of wonder about the voting thing on the 11-second club, because it kind of seems like some, like just because they done something funny or so, I don't know, like obviously like because you have like every random person that can vote, and so there's not like a certain strict form that everyone's voting on, so yeah, you can kind of question why some animations get put up higher or some lower, but it's all good, I guess, because it allows anyone can like vote on what they think is better and stuff. If you ever looked at the 11-second club, which I haven't seen what, I haven't been like looking at what each month is for like a while, because I've been wanting to do my own animations. If I'm making him lift up his foot a little high there. And I feel like I can't get a walk just as good anymore. I'm pretty much having to try to recreate it, and it's like, there's so many good things happening in that walk. Oh, I see. That's what your neck's doing. Bouncing up and down here. They just always 0. I'll just see what it'd be like if I just key these 0. It's fully following his neck, so it should be like what his chest is doing and stuff. Oh, I gotta... Oh, These are moving too. And there's just all weirdness going on with his neck here. No wonder his neck always seemed weird. His head's kind of hiding it a lot, but looks like he's come on. I don't want to click that, I just want to click on the window. Staggering. Let me do silly things. I need to put a in between right here. So I'm going to actually re-delete these. It's also his tail. I wish I could just like shift select that, but no, I click that and then like, oh, now I gotta re-click all these. Like that does that. Do that, just do it like that. Not that far. I'm gonna just grab that and put that there, and then lift this foot up a little. But I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna probably want to eat lunch soon, so like I'm gonna probably end it soon here. I want to do a few more poses. I want to do a kind of, there's not really a half between there. Let's key this spot here. Now if I can kind of put this foot back over here. Actually, instead of rotating that, I'll do this. So I'm finding some use for this roll towards the front of the toes. Then I don't know what's going on here. Oops. The wrong key to do that. Key that. Yeah, that was a little quick for that to happen. Pull it back on this one then. There you go. What I'll probably do right before I get off is just show you the game engine that I was messing with. Something called Lumberyard. Like, I don't know if you guys know like Unity or Unreal. Those are like ones I actually kind of learned in school. Even though I learned them in school, I never got to put my own character in them. Never got that far on learning them, I guess. And plus I was kind of put in a choice of either spend the rest of my time, my last semester, figuring out how to get my character in a game, or work on more animations, and I kind of chose to work on more animations. Get better on that. Wait. I don't want to be moving his ears. Why are we doing that? I was going to do this little trick. I'm going to be just doing this with, yeah, let's just do it. Actually, should do linear. Because it's pretty much just moving those along the right path. I'd rather just do that. But I want to keep it in poses in case I need to change timing or whatnot, or I don't know. That's the way I like doing it. Once again, this can be like all the way up like this. Lifting his foot up like that. And it's just mainly getting the toes curled back from that. And it's just I find that it's pretty much you watch where the tip of the toes on keeping their arc the same or so. They're following like an arc line or whatnot. They're just getting dragged behind, is what toes usually do. And this is going to be flattened like that. Like fun squash and stretch with toes. By the way, are you here, Strikecoon, that you said that you'd be here when I'm back? Yeah, it's kind of like sad thing is I'm not making one little walk cycle like this and easily mirror things over on for the next step or so, but I have to pretty much key out every step that he's doing here because it's not a walk cycle. It's him moving forward actually. And so it's not easily... I can do some mirroring if I wanted to, but it'd be easier just to key every step doing this. And now just looking at his chest and neck, like wow, that's his neck just flying back and forth. Looks weird. Why is your neck doing that? I get with this. Yeah, this position he shouldn't be rotating like that just yet. It actually should be centered. This probably lifted up. Oh, no problem. Oh, where else would I do instead of zombie killing? I guess you're doing your zombie killing. Yeah, saying it's like nearly 12:30. I'm going to show you one last thing. So I guess I'm done for now on this. I really didn't do that much in a way. Just cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, there's not enough done that for me to post another thing or another work in progress, because it really looks like I didn't do much, but that's how long it. For those few hours, I added a little bit. That's why it takes so long to animate, even in 3D. You're kind of a... So I'm going to show you Lumberyard, and I'm going to show like a little free level that you can just download, and pretty much you have like, they give you this full level. And it always does that kind of warning thing, whatever that warning thing is. But it's basically like a whole level built, and you can like edit all you want in the game engine. And obviously doing game stuff, or working with, it seems like nearly any game engine, unless they set it up, like I think it was Unreal that has like you can use like visual nodes or so for your coding, but generally you're going to what's it called? You're generally going to have to do a lot of scripting stuff if you want to really customize your own type of game. So if I really get far onto messing with like the first character actually was like attempting to like just put in the game is my little robot guy, my kind of rabbit looking robot. And right away you could see like just they have like this giant forest of like it looks like a big giant crashed ship or so that crashed here, or was like in mid. If it crashed, I don't know how that would be up here. There's really nothing in it. But this is Lumberyard. Not sure how similar it is to like Unity or Unreal. Heard I'm not too sure, like I just kind of heard something on a video, but like I think Unity is a little better for doing like more variety of things, like getting in mobile games or so. Oh, looks like Dead Island. Well, if you just compare it with it has trees, yeah. Trees and broken down building stuff. But this is a pretty big level. I don't like that space just does that. It doesn't lift you up. You have to like point your camera up and down to go up and down. It's just somewhat annoying to me. But if I hit Control-G, I could pretty much just go right into like as if I'm playing a game. Because all the coding is there and stuff. And you move around this robot guy. The first big thing that I kind of don't like on how this is set up, which is what I want to set up on my own, is this guy moves very slowly. Like, he takes forever to register. Like, I'm holding down A, and then now I'm holding down D, and he takes like a full 2 seconds until he like actually turns. It's like very slow controls, and that just kind of is annoying to me to fight with. So it'd be like a big thing that I would want to set up with my own, like I don't care to like get like this much detail. That's why I'm not sure on doing Lumberyard is like very recent engine, it seems like. And so there's like not a lot of tutorials to find out how to do stuff in this game, or in this game engine. By the way, like I have this grenade launcher that I could like throw things around. There's physics. But you can't blow yourself up, which is kind of funny. There is enemies, but the enemies in this is like so dumb. But it kind of makes sense of like being a free thing, so I don't mind that. Like that, they probably didn't want to. Oh, I forgot. Oh, well, escape gets you out. I should have had my sound thing on, because there's sound in the game. See, why does it do that at times? Now it like broke on that, whatever. So now every time I shoot the gun, there's a big red line that is foreverly stuck in the world. Because I think a texture just suddenly got lost. It seems to happen like every time I restart it. Like I hit escape and then start it up again. So it's just one little error they have set up in this game. Yeah, with all the space stuff. It reminds you of Dead Space. Never played those games though. And the character at least. But yeah, I don't like how just so clunky you are to move around. It's I think it's like that like with a lot of games with like either third or first person shooter. Like I don't like it when it feels like it's a battle to want to move where you want. I don't know. Like I want just like extreme, just over the top extreme ease of movement. I heard like way back in college of like you don't want to move your character too fast because then like the world would would be smaller. There's some enemies. And I could just kill them from this distance and they never shoot at me. If I come up to them, they just like shoot slowly and I could just like run around here and they have like terrible aim. They do hit me at times, and if I stand and let them shoot me too much, when you face enough of them, then obviously they're just kill you. But that's basically how like the whole game is. Like there's 3 things that you go and pick up to complete the level. But it's basically going around and just fighting those guys. Which is easier just to shoot at them like at a very far distance with this gun. And then I guess use your grenade launcher just to have fun throwing boxes around. But I always want, like, I guess that's a big thing that I look at, like, the type of fun game that I like, is if the character has such ease of movement. And like Super Smash Brothers is like one that I could think of like a really type of fighting style I liked. Even though it's like a 2D platform like kind of thing. Jedi Academy, if you ever heard of that, is like very close to the same. Or is close to like what I liked on the fighting thing. Yeah, see this texture right below him lost its texture or something, so that's why it's doing that. And the funny thing I did, like I still have that mesh here. If I could find, where are you? Where's your character? Player slice, there we go. You. So I click him. If I change his mesh, it messes up. Like then I can't move because there must be like scripts within like to really have a character like have animations. Apparently, it kind of seems like I have to like put in like this sort of like skinned mesh. And they have like this guy here for that. Like that character's like all rigged and stuff. And you have to do it like, I guess like have it save as like a file of like CDF. And I don't know if Maya can do that. But I can create FBX. And what I can be really funny and do, this thing. It's yeah, this is like his little shooting gun. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I know about Dead Space. I just I don't think I ever played it. Yeah, see what I can do is there's his rifle gun, and I can replace it with this guy. There's a CGF that FBX I guess apparently saves out. I tried to do like this as like a walk cycle, but I don't think I baked it well. Like the problem, I did find the problem, even though that character is very simple polyed. Like he has just boxes that pretty much all built out for him, or just simple polygon things. All they are like parented. They're pretty much like following the bones. They're not skinned. He's not one mesh, and so I had to like put him as one mesh to try to FBX him like this. So I think I'll have to like change up his actual rig, and I'll probably prefer to, I don't know, I'd have to, yeah, it'd be all figuring out like if it would just be easier to use one of my other characters that are closer to a single mesh than, I don't know. I could replace the rifle with that, and then now if I play it, this gets hilarious now. Oh, I think it crashed. No, I don't care to save it. I guess I crashed it. But yeah, that's the Lumberyard. I was just going to do something silly and make it like, so the gun that he was going to be shooting was my robot character, and he would be like shooting this robot character in his hand. But yeah, that was Unity. Or not that was Lumberyard. I do have Unity right here, but I don't have any like fancy levels to show in that. What's the oops? Still have some time like makes me wanna like, but yeah, like I guess the big question is I don't mind using this Lumberyard even if it's like you can see it says beta, like this is a new game engine apparently. And if I can figure out how to get my own custom character into the game and stuff. Oh, you're saying my game crashes, yeah. But if it becomes like so much more difficult than if I could just do it in Unity, then I might just do what I want in Unity. Like I heard like there is like all like sounds like really good stuff going on with this. And see now his laser blast is down there. Static mesh. Maybe I'll swap this just to be silly. I'm gonna make you shoot my robot. And now it's him standing there. And his plasma rifle's gonna look like him. It's basically like as much as I figured out how to edit on this is replacing the meshes with my FBX stuff. Because there is like, see the FBX of it. Which I don't know why there's like 2 and stuff, but it doesn't seem to be crashing when I select my FBX version. Oh, it's him still with that texture too. Well, that makes him look very interesting. See my character all glowy. Kind of see the ears and stuff. Okay, is this going to work? Aha. Okay, I can't really see much of my character, but when he's shooting his bullets, but whatever. Oh, you kind of see like he's like very stretched out and stuff. It's kind of silly. It's like he's not very much holding him. And of course it kind of breaks my whole movement if I actually try to swap the robot with him, which they call him Jack. It's with a skin thing, but if I have to remove that to add, which this is how you would like add a FBX. You gotta add it like with what is it? Oh, yeah, static mesh. And boom, there you go. I don't have material for him, so I just do the redness to him. I could throw on one of these other things, but probably won't work for him. Yep, this gun is made from an anthro raccoon, yep. But now I can't move because things are broken. So I'm stuck here just shooting. See? Pretty much all I can do. I would have to like completely reprogram the movement system or whatnot, because I think it's like built in with like a skinned mesh character, which and this is why I wanted to do like something very simple of like it just goes through different cycle FBXs of a mesh or something, like if that's possible, because I think that would be less for an engine than having like all these, like trying to remember all of the joint positions and all that. And pretty much I want to make it so it's, yeah, just simple, and with that simpleness it's like two versions of him, one stretched out and stuff. But yeah, make it so it's like easy to handle moving a character like 50 miles per hour essentially. Like I'm definitely not going to do real world type movements with my characters on if they're going to be running like nearly Sonic speed or something. Though I'm not sure if I'm going to go to like having them move that extreme though. With this robot he probably can move that fast. But oh yeah, and the thing, like again, like with if the map is like too big, or map feels too small because you're moving too quickly, then I think then just make the map bigger. Of course that would take like a lot more work than if you're like putting any sort of detail like all this stuff. It's like you're in a crash ship. You're in a crate that's in a crash ship. I don't know how any of this, how you survived any of this, if you're crashed. That's just big giant structure. This is where you could like really tell like how much is in the game. Like it looks like there's a whole lot of stuff or so, but it's just a very huge mesh stuck in somewhere. And so you can like really get the illusion that there's like a lot going on everywhere. There's even birds flying around here. When you saying I heard threats to other characters in games, like when I kill you, I'll pult you and out you on, like mount you on a wall. But the raccoon gun is a different story. It's not exactly a raccoon gun. It's more like a anthro-robotic gun. But you can really create the illusion that you're in a ginormous world when, like, all those down there is pretty much just the map. Which, if, like, because of how slow you walk with that guy, does feel like there's a lot. But here's the actual edge of the whole game. There's like this whole giant terrain thing. I remember, I'm not sure if this program, like I think I noticed that this program can do some paint stuff. So like you could just paint in these trees and stuff, and I'm guessing you could easily change the formation. Well, there's a random bridge with no road going to it. The whole idea is to only build like what you need. So like, cause you never, in the angle that you play with, you never can see that this bridge is not attached to a road. Probably only, yeah, you only see it like there, and the hills hide it. You actually can't like walk off anything, which that's like I'm trying to see if like if I could see like there's all sorts of like these kind of borders, collision borders, like around these rocks that you can't like walk in the river, and you can't jump, which any game that you can't jump kind of feels like you're just so constrained to the ground. That's interesting. When he wins, he puts enemies' souls into the gun. Okay. So they like feel like they're foreverly trapped in a gun or something. Trying to think of like what else I was going to say about this, but probably want to get off very soon here. Otherwise I might miss something. So yeah, I have to, I don't know, play around with things. Problem is it's hard to want to do all that when like I don't have much time in it. Took nearly like half the day yesterday to just figure out how to get an FBX in this engine. And I probably have to go a totally different way actually to bring in a character. And it just, I don't know, like somewhat bugs me. I'm just like, why does it just feel like it's that complicated? Like, I could see, like, once I know how to do it and like get it set up with my characters to get into the game, then it won't be that hard to just bring character in game on this level and that level and whatnot. But from not knowing how to do any of it, it just seems like, it just feels like it's just way over complex just to do something simple. I spend all this time just to figure out something simple. But I don't know. Yeah, what's the? Oh, it's asking what my feedback is. I don't know if I can get much feedback when I haven't done much to the thing. And no, I don't want to say that level. I pretty much broke it. So thanks for everyone joining. We're gonna end stream here now. Want to get to having lunch and stuff. So, bye, it was fun. I'm gonna wait like some 20 seconds for stream to catch up. Take care, bye. Say bye a lot of times. Take care. Thanks for joining once again. It's always interesting when more people join.